And hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of Just BSing. I'm Thomas.
I'm Joe.
Well, thanks for picking up the intro there, Joey.
I know.
We'll get there, like maybe 40 episodes from now.
We'll get trained in.
So it is the week of, well, right now it's April 30th, so it's technically the week of April 29th, because it's Tuesday when we record these. So tomorrow's May 1st, which is my birthday. I'm really excited about that. So it's my birthday eve, and we're podcasting here on twitch.tv/bottomshelfnerds. So if you're watching on YouTube, definitely go give us a follow there so you can stay live and talk with some awesome people that, pop in and out of chat and talk all the pop culture goodness with us as we bounce around the internet a little bit and end with some fun stuff we got tonight. So our brief rundown before we get into the show is a little catch-up on the last week, me going to the ER unexpectedly Friday night, Saturday morning. A little Avengers history in the making. Some Game of Thrones-ness. Mostly, I'm going to be honest, that's what most of the episode's going to be about. Oh, yeah. And then our final segment, our most recurring segment, is going to be, fuck it, we'll do it live, and we're going to be watching the Sonic the Hedgehog live-action movie trailer.
I am so excited to watch this. It's been so hard for me not to watch it, because just the pictures and stuff on the internet have looked so trolly.
They look so bad.
I'm excited.
It looks real bad.
It does! I'm going to see it.
That's a whole other thing. And I haven't seen the trailer yet, so we'll see what happens. I'm not enthusiastic based on the reviews I've seen of people on Twitter. People who I follow and know. So,
yes.
Joey, what have you been up to since last Tuesday?
Last Tuesday, just shooting bow. Currently trying to find a mod for my cam so I get the proper length. But god dang, Elite Archery don't sell mods on their own website. That's my only rant for the week.
Nothing about Avengers, because we went and saw that Thursday.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the whole thing.
It's just the biggest movie opening of all time.
Kind of, I mean...
No, not kind of. It is the biggest movie opening of all time. It had $1.22 billion with a B dollars in opening box off weekend.
It printed money.
Literally, the biggest before that was like $654 million or something like that globally. This had 1.22.
Holy F.
Fucking insanity and a half.
I think that's going to stay topped. There's no way...
You mean it's going to stay on top, not be topped.
Oh, stay... Yeah.
Words, man.
I know.
But yeah.
It's freaking Ooh.
Absolutely insane. And there's some analysts who are like, all right, this might actually hit $3 billion total box office.
Billion? Wow.
Which is insane.
That is so crazy.
And I actually saw a tweet earlier, and this could be the first movie to ever hit $1 billion in America, too, because no movies ever actually hit $1 billion in North America.
Oh.
Some of them very close. Force Awakens came the closest, I think, which was like $968 billion right now. I'm over on Variety.com. Wait, where's my stuff?
Uh-oh. Is it gone missing? No.
Well, it was there. It was there when we tested. This happened last week, too.
Not showing the screen grab? Saw a quick
that's
one.
Left monitor. Okay, that's you, Joey.
Okay, hi me. Oh yeah, this made... What is it?
What the fuck? Computer, you were fucking working when we tested.
It's teasing you. Yeah, how long? Okay.
There, now it's on. Don't know why it needed to be replaced, and then it worked with the same source that it was. Thanks, OBS. So here we go. The biggest movie. Where was it? Star Wars: The Force Awakens was $936 million in its lifetime at the North American box office, in the domestic box office. So specifically. America. Avatar had 760, which is the largest grossing theatrical movie of all time. And what did they say that clocked in at? $2.7 billion in worldwide receipts for that one.
Whew.
But that one also had a fairly empty summer. There weren't many tentpole summers in that. Dark Knight was 2008. Iron Man was also that year. Captain America, no, Thor was, I think, coming out that fall, so it wasn't even out yet.
Damn.
You know, like there wasn't really many major blockbusters that were going to hang around with it. And another facet, that one didn't have any build-up. Like, it was a entirely new franchise just by the name of James Cameron and the cool technology in use. That's how much money it made, which is insane because, you know, Endgame's had 22 movies of build-up at this point, and it might not catch Avatar. Think about how impressive Avatar is in that context.
But I know Fusion has a dispute with that. It was a double release or something like that?
Well, it had a super long time, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I think Disney's going to go fucking ham on this one and keep it in theaters as long as humanly possible. And then bring it back, too. Because, I mean, if they decide, you know, we're going to take a break, leave this one hang in theaters for fucking ever. Yeah. Let everyone and their dog go see it. Bring it back at Christmas. I don't care. I'll go see it again. Bring it back in September, October, whatever. There's not really much coming out.
No.
Until they give us a firm launch date for Wonder Woman, I don't think.
Well, even like on Disney's side, what is coming out for them?
They have Aladdin coming out and Lion King.
Okay. Oh, the live action.
Yeah. And of course, Far From Home is in July. Stuff like that.
Pretty up for that.
But that's going to be interesting. So, like, there's some rumors about, like, hey, you know, it could seriously challenge 3 million and $1 billion in America, which is pretty crazy.
Oh, God.
That's never been done. I mean, Force Awakens didn't do it, and Force Awakens made a shitload of money. So if this one does it, that'd be pretty cool. You know, final Marvel or final Avengers movie, maybe in quotes. It definitely won't be, but it'll be
I don't think so.
The send off of the big guns from phases 1 through 3 of the Infinity Saga. So
OG guys, and then
that's really cool. I don't want to get into the minutia of the Avengers movie though, given that. You know, we're probably going to have an MCU in review specifically about Endgame once our main quartet and possible fifth guest have seen the movie. I think Chris is going like tomorrow night, I think. So we can't do a review until he's seen it. And I'm probably going to go see it again, too, at some point.
Yeah.
So, did you go Thursday night, by the way? Or Saturday night?
Yes, it was Saturday night, yep.
Who went with you?
Went there. Skylar did, because he was good. He was debating about seeing it that night, and he was like contemplating. And then I was like, oh shit, hey, Tom had this whole thing happen, and yeah.
So what'd Skylar think?
He liked it. He was kind of confused some parts.
Had he seen all of?
No, he hasn't seen all of them. So I kind of had to explain a little bit after the end of some things. But he enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, he thought it was a good movie in all its retrospect.
So if you had to, you know, ballpark it, top 5, 10, whatever, where would you put it? Without getting into why, just where would you put it?
Top 5, I guess. I think it's wrapping up something that's been epic.
Yeah, I think it deserves in the top 5, but I don't know if I'd put it number 1.
Yeah,
I still think for me, the only one thing I want to say right now, this movie, even the big moment with Cap, wasn't as fucking fist pumping as when Thor drops in Wakanda. God fucking damn, is that moment amazing. God. Plus, I'd kind of seen the Cap thing coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of call-outs you made. You made, like...
That's what kind of ruined it for me. It's like, I called, like, half the stuff. And most of the main character beats. I called a lot of it, and they're like, oh.
The fucking intro you called?
I called it beat for beat. Like, literally beat for beat. And I called it the Ant-Man thing, the time jump, his daughter, Cap stuff. There was only 2 things that I didn't. I'm like, whereas they set them up explicitly in Infinity War and then they just didn't pay it off. That pissed me off. Yeah. But I'll talk about what those all are in our MCU in review. So you can be damn sure we'll have some hot takes on that one.
Oh, yeah. We
got Jared in the chat. He saw it. I'd like to get his thoughts on this once he gets through the delay because he's a bit behind us. Ballpark for you. Top 5, top 10, top whatever. Or do you think it's like the best Marvel movie ever? Let me know in chat. Because I've got a little story to tell you why I didn't get to go see it twice, like Joey did. So Friday, I got like really sick. Like I only spent like 2 hours at work. Oh. Okay, so Jared must really be behind us because now he's saying Ant-Man and the Wasp was the only movie I didn't see.
Okay.
So yeah, I got really sick at work. Basically, I was shitting myself to death. It was fun. Went to the bathroom like 4 times in an hour. It was unpleasant. Mostly because it was just moving too fast.
Yeah.
Then I was on the verge of passing out, so I was like, I'm going to go home. Had fever, chills when I got home, slept for like 3 hours, got up. Tylenol kind of helped. And then eventually I just couldn't sleep because I had slept so, poorly in midday. And I was exhausted and it kind of off and on sleeping. And then I wake up at like 3, headache comes back, and I get this blinding pain here in the sides of my head.
Yeah.
And then walking towards the bathroom, and apparently I passed out on the way to the bathroom. I don't remember getting there. And my parents flipped me over, and that's when I woke up, and my head was like right up against where like our towels like hang over like a divider between our tub area and the sink, and I just smacked my head in there.
Oh shit!
So I had a CT scan, which was fun. They stuck 5 needles in my arm because they couldn't get the IVs to go in. So I got some fun bruises on my right arm right now.
So
my magnesium was through the floor, potassium right there along with it. My electrolytes were way out of balance too, so they ended up hooking me up to some saline and a magnesium drip, and then potassium pills, and I got some Zofran for the slight nausea that I had, which mostly passed by the time I was even out of the ER anyway. Yeah, it was a fun 3 hours. And then so I was like, I wasn't feeling awful Saturday afternoon. I ended up streaming that night too. But like I didn't want to like go push it for a food in a 3-hour movie and 2 hours on the road. Like that's a lot.
Well, I actually fell asleep during a little bit of the movie because the night before I spent about 12 hours playing Apex.
Nice.
So we both would have been quite an interesting hot mess in the theater.
Yeah. So
no. So like explain to me like. What do you think will cause this? I mean,
no, it was just the Crohn's thing. Just Crohn's.
Damn it, son.
Yep. Jared cannot type in chat. He says, I wouldn't say top 5. Number 1. Asterisk number 1, sorry. I wouldn't say number 1. Fuck me. Like, what? What are you talking about, man? Alright, so it's not his number 1.
Okay. Easy.
But, like, come on, man. Literally just type top 5, top 15, or give it a number. You think it's like the 7th best? Come on, man. Inquiring minds want to know.
We need to know these things.
All right. So what else? Anything else come up this weekend that I'm blanking on?
There's no trailer. Nothing really. Oh, I'm going to the weekend shift. That's probably about it.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. When does that start again?
Monday. Monday's the first 12, and I get the rest of the week off. Which actually I have this week off because I used vacation for it. And I was like, what? I'm just going to take this week off. Just get some stuff done around the house and freaking maybe start on my computer. That freaking graphics card in.
Cool. So you got everything. You're starting to put the build together.
No, not yet. I still have to order the graphics card. I'm fucking slow at pressing that button for the 1080 Ti or 1070.
Okay, you do that fucking 1080. Jesus,
no,
you're
dude.
You're doing the 1080, and you're doing the 1080, and you're gonna use 2 fucking TVs for your monitors.
I know.
What?
That'd be such a bad, stupid move. But like, yeah, I just it's tough for me to pull. I was hoping for like the graphics card to drop here, but they're still kind of on the high end. But
they're a lot cheaper than they used to be.
Oh yes, I'll agree because like the 1070 used to almost be $1,000, and the 1080.
What do you end up getting it for? What are you gonna go for price wise?
Price rise, like $450. In the ballpark.
It's about right. It's about where I was at. Jaren, really? Top level stuff? Better or worse than Infinity War? Just answer that question. Yeah. At the very fucking least, answer that question. All right. So yeah, other things. I officially locked our charity stream, which is going to be May 18th, going 9 a.m. to midnight CST. We're the 9 a.m. slot, so you probably won't be able to make it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. When you get back, if we're at the goal, you're going to be doing a 40 nugget challenge.
I'm so excited for that.
40 nuggets, 5 minutes. I'll film it, and then I'll eat a 10-piece and just watch.
So, like, are they Tyson nuggets or
McDonald's? McNuggets.
Oh, McNuggets.
So, like,
all right.
Basically, what I'm planning is that day. So we got multiple streamers. It's us. We got Jackie. We got Jen. We got the broadcast bunch and, of course, Chris.
Damn,
Chris made a poster for us. The fundraising page is done. The raffles are done. I need to contact people about our stream, what I'm going to be doing for our section. Depends on... I got a couple people who are maybes, and I got to be like, all right, guys, come on. I got 2.5 weeks here. I got everything but our own stream planned, which is just super fun. And then we're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. If we hit $750, which is the main goal, which we blew past last year, if we hit that, I'm doing a barefoot Lego walk. If we hit 1,000, I'm doing like a shaving cream pie, whipped cream pie thing to the face. 1,500 is the ice bucket dump with the skid loader.
Okay.
I think. If not, we'll use a bucket. Depends on who's going to be around. It's planning season, so I don't know who's going to be around.
True.
And then if we hit 2,000, which we did last year with one less streaming group, Joey does the 40 nuggets in 5-minute challenge. See if he can knock it out of the park.
I'm going to sauce it too, man. 40 nuggets with sauce.
What kind of sauce?
Oh, let's do... Give me... honey mustard, barbecue, and then let's do buffalo.
All right.
We'll try to split the ratio up somehow? I don't know. We'll do something fucking weird.
It's a lot of nugs, Jaron. It's a lot of nugs indeed.
I've smoked 20, though, in my days.
Yeah, but that's like over time.
That's half, yeah.
And like over a longer stretch of time.
Yeah, especially 5 minutes seems like a...
So what I'm saying is...
It's really not.
We're going to need to find you a puke bucket.
There's a good chance. I mean, if we sauce each of them, I will upchuck probably.
Hey,
I can't do ranch because there's dairy in it, and that would
that wouldn't go so well. I'd probably like sweet and sour or something.
Ooh, sweet and sour. Ooh, I never had that actually.
Yeah, or like maybe like a Thai chili sauce or something.
Oh,
yeah. You don't have to use McDonald's sauces. You can bring your own sauce.
Oh shit. Okay. I.
So if you want to go buy a sauce, buy a sauce.
Yeah.
Because I'm really hoping we'll hit the 2. So it's gonna be a very fun time. Remember that is May 18th, not March, fucking May 18th. So 2 weeks from this coming Saturday. And it'll be live. We're starting at twitch.tv/bottomshelfnerds. Then we got RT_Zelda, Geeky Fried Rice, Gamma Carruchador, and the Broadcast Bunch.
Yeah.
Gonna be a super fun time. I'm very much so looking forward to what my fellow streamers put on to help raise some money for World Irritable Bowel Disease Day. And it's Jared, it means a lot to me since I actually have Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now, of course, we get to our main topic. That
steak
being
and potatoes.
Yeah, it's time for everything. Time for everything in the kitchen sink. We're going to be talking about The Long Night. Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 3 aired Sunday night on HBO. I watch it through Hulu, so I was spared some of the issues most people watching on HBO now did. Because Hulu actually doubles... Hulu and Amazon double the bitrate of HBO now.
Okay.
I
did hear
dog
people
shit.
on... on Amazon, I heard they did have some issues with the...
nobody was spared the issues.
Yeah.
Even on awesome TVs.
Cable. Yeah.
On awesome TVs, you were not spared the issues.
I mean, my parents' giant...
Yeah, I sold it to them.
It was freaking... It was tough. Some scenes I literally because I was sat close to the TV because I'm weird. I literally had to explain to them who's on the scene, who's saving who, what's the battle kind of like in some parts.
It was hard to see. And to be fair, somebody at HBO should have said, "Hey guys, most of the audience doesn't buy the Blu-rays, so make it look good for TV."
It's true.
There's a reason they don't really show that much of some of the darker, light, nighttime stuff on network television and stuff because most people don't have good enough sets for it.
It's freaking tough.
If you care about that kind of stuff, you're gonna be buying the Blu-ray. You're gonna have your TV set right. You're gonna do all these things, but there's only so much that can do when the internet is being so compressed by all the number of people watching it.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah.
So if you don't know, everybody, if you're not clued in. The episode is centered on the Long Night, which is the night when the Night King comes to Winterfell. Spoiler alert. And the episode is pretty much entirely, except for the last 5 seconds, set at night. The night of the Long Night, the night of the Great War coming to Winterfell. Living versus Dead. World War Z
Oh.
meets basically Lord of the Rings
And there were some like literal World War Z parts in
with
there.
zombie with dragons
Fuck.
and ice zombies and fucking assassin chicks and magic. It's crazy and awesome. And weird in some spots, and confusing as hell in some others, but also fucking gorgeous in others too. Like there's some amazing shots, some amazing action sequences, and some of the best music I've ever some of the most immersive music I've ever listened to in a TV show or any entertainment property, really.
Well done.
And so
was
much.
it your favorite episode or favorite battle or neither?
Neither. I think the standout battle for me is still Battle of the Bastards because it's it's much more contained and it follows. It's far easier to understand what's going on, despite showing you how chaotic and dark and just terrible it is.
And I felt
See you,
more
Jared.
panic.
Like Battle of the Bastards did an amazing job of setting in the panic of and the desolation and desperation of a battle like that, while being shorter. What about you? What's some of your main takeaways?
Main takeaways? The fuck Dothraki? What the fuck?
They got fucked hard.
They got shafted.
And honestly, that can't be all the Dothraki, right?
It can't be, right? Is that just like a bluff, just in case like someone has a spy there? Cersei has a spy or something?
I thought she had a lot more than that.
Yeah, and fucking, but also cool scene. Almost the MVP of the show. The Red Lady comes back and lights all the Dothraki swords. What a cool cinematic scene! It was all
what a great open to the episode. The music swells up and the hero and even Ed kind of like cracks a smile. It's like that's fucking cool. And then they ride off like the fucking Rohirrim, and then wham! They just get fucked.
It just poof. Lights
just slowly flicker. You see Jorah on his horse limping back. You don't see Ghost, but you do in the preview for next week's episode. So I guess he's alive.
Keeping track of the wolf. Well, it's whatever at this point.
Fuck
For me,
why show him in the opening shot and then never show him the rest of the fucking episode?
I don't know.
The fuck.
I wish I knew, but like. I wish Jorah would have mouthed like, oh fuck, as he was just walking past.
I like how he slowed down just to be like, oh shit.
Because there was that big look of effing terror. And then another scene got to me is, God, there was like that point in time where the Unsullied and just this
The Unsullied?
The Unsullied, sorry. And it seemed like just this wall of darkness for a bit, and you're like, fuck, where's the undead? And then it's just arms and limbs and shit as they hit the fucking fight ranks. I was like, oh my god, they're fucked. That was my first thought, was just like, oh god, they're not winning. There's no way they win this
And that's
fight.
where, for me, the darkness, everyone wants to bitch about the darkness, and compare it to stuff like Battle of Helm's Deep, which is a gorgeous set piece, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Also, there's some stuff in there that doesn't make sense, which I'll explain later. I rewatched some of those scenes, and I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. You want to complain about realism, the Battle of Helm's Deep is, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
So there's some major stuff there at the end that goes, well, yeah, everyone would be dead if they did what they did in the show, in the movie. But so in this case, but unlike Helm's Deep, the point of this episode is this claustrophobic darkness that's just enveloping the world of men, basically. And that's what the dead and the Night King represent, right? And so the episode shows you that. Like, outright, not just says this what he wants and what he does. It brings this massive winter storm to obscure the dragons, and all this darkness just suffocates the characters and the viewer along with them. And I think that's really, really cool. And I honestly can't wait to see it again on Blu-ray, because I'm totally going to buy this on Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah. I
bought all the seasons on Blu-ray so far. Going to be buying a new TV this fall, too. So I'm very much so... This is the series. I want to go back and rewatch them all. And on Blu-ray, just methodically 1-2 episodes a week. Whether, like, I mean, Joey, we could totally make that a thing. Like, like
rehash the episodes.
Yeah, like do two episodes a Sunday or whatever.
Yep.
Get it caught up.
Dude.
Get it rewatched. That'd be fucking awesome.
Rewatch
like,
the whole thing.
Time it so like we know, this is when season 8 drops on Blu-ray. We're gonna do all of season 1 through 7 ahead of time. Rewatch season 8. on Blu-ray, it'd be fantastic.
Oh, I know, because I just can't wait to freaking just rewatch this on high definition.
Especially, like, I kind of want to now, if I have time this week, rewatch 1 through 3.
Okay.
Because they're essentially the first act of of season 2 or season 8 of act 1 of 2 is what I'm trying to say. Words are hard.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So I'm very much so looking forward to rewatching kind of act 1 as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the starter episode, the Citadel DLC episode, and episode 2, which is just so fucking good. Oh my god, that's maybe one of my favorite episodes of TV of all time. And nothing happened.
Yeah, really, it was just character talk,
right?
And it just
I
love the characters more.
And I can't wait for episode 4 now. Like, I got done with that episode and I was like, fuck, I need it to be next Sunday already. And if you want to,
it's so true.
a lot of people are like, oh man, a lot of stuff didn't make sense and everything, and we'll get into that. So yeah, it starts with the Dothraki
just smoking their life.
Desolation, basically.
Yeah.
And then the plan just goes to shit because Daenerys is like, the fuck no, and Jon's like, lady, we got a plan, and the plan's fucked from the jump. So she fucks the plan, and the Jon's just like, well, I can't go let her go by herself.
Yeah.
Fuck. And the plan's at that point the plan's fucked. So some of the stuff doesn't work towards the end because from the jump the plan was fucked.
Well, and like there was like no actual field commander. I felt like presently.
Yeah, but
how
do you field command against the death?
I don't know, but it just felt like there was no one like I was gonna say improving. Like I don't. It's probably a bad term to use, but like.
Well, the plan was to always fall back.
Yeah. Yes.
The plan is essentially lose until the Night King shows up and then kill his ass. Yeah. That was always kind of the plan.
Save as many troops as you can to
hold out as long as you can, lose as long as you can, and then win.
Weird.
Yeah. But that's really when you think about it. Like whoever they kill is going to come back, which they show. Yep. Awesome moment.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I mean, you can only hold out so long. It's literally unbeatable unless you kill the source.
Yep.
Right. So then Daenerys takes off in her dragon, and I got some notes written down, not many, so I'll probably miss some stuff. Yeah. Daenerys takes off, they go try to find, and then they just go lay waste to a whole bunch of undead, and it's an awesome, gorgeous scene. Finally got some light everywhere again. Yeah. Everyone's real happy. Arya and Sansa are watching the dragons just mow bitches down. And then, I'm trying to remember what happens next.
I think Sansa was already underground before that happened. Because I think once the Dothraki disappear, Arya's like, get the fuck underground.
Yeah. She's like, hey, here's a dagger, go.
Go. Good reference, liked it.
Yeah. And then we kind of bounce around the battlefield a little bit with Jaime, Brienne, Podrick, Grey Worm, Jorah a little bit, Ed, Sam. Ed bites it.
Can we talk about Sam on the battlefield? What the fuck?
What was he doing there?
You don't belong there, boy.
Everyone should have been like, dude, you want to stab shit? Go to the crypt.
Yeah, go to the crypt.
Jon, literally, that's the point where I'm like, if you could rewrite this,
fuck.
The one change I'd majorly make is Jon just stops Sam and goes, no, you're going to take weapons to the crypt. So if shit comes back, which, by the way, would be horribly wrecked undead bodies and they could probably barely move.
Oh, yeah.
Go kill them.
It was just...
There's no way Jon Snow wouldn't have been like, oh, the crypt. Yeah, we should probably have some weapons in there.
Just in case.
No way he wouldn't have done that.
Because essentially, if everything goes to shit, they're kind of humanity's last hope, essentially. Like, humanity's last hope, but just kind of...
Yeah. There's no... Like, they literally wrote that just to scare people. It was like, no, but the characters wouldn't have done that.
No.
That's one of my major complaints with the episode.
Yeah,
there's nobody with weapons except for Sansa and her dagger. Even Tyrion didn't think to bring shit.
Yeah, and...
The characters would not have done that. Not the characters you've written in the story.
Tyrion would have freaking... He definitely...
Tyrion would have been like, wait, we're going to stay where the dead go, and the Night King raises the dead. Huh. Maybe we should bring some soldiers with us.
During the HBO, coverage of the filming and everything, they say... He's like, well... Yeah, Tyrion didn't bring any weapons on. I guess Tyrion's not the smartest man ever. I mean, the actor even said that. And I was just like, I feel like he would know Tyrion pretty good. But, yeah. No weapons down there. Freaking crypt.
That was pretty fucking dumb. But
Full
yeah,
of
so
dead people.
Ed gets dead real quick.
Oh yeah, save Sam getting for overrun.
Yep, and then Sam just breaks down.
Ah!
It's like, dude, why were you out there?
Yeah, you should have been
Stupid. Just
Yeah.
fucking dumb. Where was Gendry, by the way? Was he on the front line?
I don't.
I think he might have been with Barrack and because he's one we never really saw during the fight. We saw him, I think, in the beginning, and then after the retreat, we never really see him because the dead hit them hard and they retreat back slowly, which some awesome shots of the Unsullied like breaking formation to let people through. Awesome shots, like goddamn, that was cool, so cool. With their slowly covering the retreat and then Grey Worm waiting until the last possible moment to pull the bridge, and so that way the chasm is there, so the dead can't get through.
Let's talk about that actor. He sold that fear in his eyes.
Just slowly, like, oh fuck, we're fucked, we're fucked,
in there.
and he's leaving all his men to die, basically, like probably most of the people he's ever known.
Yeah, I mean,
to die.
Oh god, they trained together. They
were slaved and freed together and fought with Daenerys for years, and then gotta leave them to go.
What? No, your brothers, no.
It was
Damn it, man.
It was pretty bad. And then of course, where the confusion starts to kick in, they can't affect the next phase of the plan because of the Night King's storm, because he is the storm. So Daenerys can't see to light the pitch tunnels, the pitch trench that they've built. That's just like covered with pitch, and to light on fire.
First of all, that's not a ditch. That's like a pothole in Iowa, essentially.
Well, to be fair, it's already winter.
Yeah, I know, but
and they don't have backhoes.
That's true. But I mean,
have you tried digging in winter?
Deeper? Yes.
Even with a backhoe, it took them 8 hours in the middle of a day to dig a grave because they didn't finish the grave for my grandma when she was being buried in February. And that was with a backhoe and like a core driller to to break it up.
Fuck.
That'd be hard to fucking do, to ring a castle, even with thousands of men, because it's frozen earth. And they don't really have the greatest tools, right?
No, just pickaxes and shovels.
Probably
wooden shovels.
Exactly, nothing really meant for digging in frozen ground. And so, it could have been deeper, sure, but at some point, they can only go so far.
Can we talk about the signaling system? 2 torches? Are we for real? That's how we're going to signal to the sky?
Now, to be fair, without the storm, it would have worked.
But I mean,
because we established in season 2, Bronn sees from for fuck ever away Tyrion throw his little torch down so he knows to light the Blackwater on fire with the wildfire. He's forever the fuck away, and he sees the torch go over the wall to fire his fire arrow back in season 2.
Okay.
Light travels very, very far at night.
I know,
when
but
there's no
chaos,
other.
We got people lighting ends of freaking bows, freaking launching stuff.
But there really wasn't much there. Davos was the only one doing that.
Only one there. Yeah, that's true.
Right? And she was supposed to be closer.
Yeah.
The plan was she's supposed to be way closer.
Well, she's supposed to basically be on the hill till he gives the signal, and then Gradsoff lights the trench, and then just...
Pretty much. Yeah. That was supposed to be the plan, but it's fucked because she's stupid.
She got aggressive, man. She got thirsty.
Yeah, she got crazy. And the plan got fucked.
Real beat up.
But then Melisandre, OP, comes in and is like, yo, magic hands. Whoa.
Yeah, magic hands.
Which, by the way, amazing shot as the dead are getting closer and closer to her. And as and then when they get caught up in the fire, that shot to her face as the fire goes, you see it reflected in her eyes. Oh my god, what a shot.
Yeah, and then the people that retreated, the Unsullied,
helping her come out.
I thought it was a pretty cool I don't know, strategically thinking, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, their phalanx thing coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a session with medieval
well, they fight like Spartans.
Yeah, which I love. I mean,
yeah.
Freaking so good. And which, by the way, the whole battle plan of leaving the army on the outside of the walls, I don't know.
But if they get to the walls, you're fucked.
Yeah,
you can't. The walls of the Winterfell castle is only so big. You can't have 10,000 plus men in Winterfell.
But you can have so many better choke points than...
Yeah, but what would
Well,
those
the
other
firewall
men
there
do?
was. Yeah. If you had
You
him
know?
behind the firewall, I think it would have been a little bit better, but...
But you need to have tiers of failure,
Yeah.
right? You have your mainline defense, your secondary defense, the pitch, the walls, the people on the walls, and the people in the castle. You start getting rid of you start at the pitch, then you only have 3 levels, let alone 5.
Well, you could troll them there.
Clearly, they just walked right through it.
Well, yeah, but there was only like, what, 2 wide at that point in time? I mean, that's an easy phalanx setup there, kind of half-C, frickin' poke, 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 poke. Bodies kind of build up, because they're gonna build up, frickin' it's the dead. And they're just gonna keep on walking. Frickin' A. But the Giants definitely, I thought, would play a bigger part.
Well, there isn't many giants, though.
I thought there was like 7 or something more.
No, and the shots of them walking, we only ever see the one anyway.
I thought there was more.
And there were 2 in this case.
Early, yeah. But
And
yeah,
even in lore, the giants are nearly basically extinct.
Yeah,
So there wouldn't be any to like bring back. You know.
That's true.
So.
Can't really go out there and find them.
Yeah, and because all the recent ones, they burned them.
Yeah.
Because the wildlings know, hey, the shit's for real. We burn our dead. You know. Speaking of giants, that was one of the standout moments for me. Was when the giant broke through into Winterfell, and Lyanna Mormont just gets wrecked, stands up and is like, "Oh fuck no!" Goes at it with the hatchet, gets squished to death, stabs it in the eye with a dragonglass dagger as it falls apart and she dies.
Dude, that's such like a scene. Like they literally was like, "Oh, little girl giant, smack!"
Yeah, just
straight
center
smack
flying.
her.
She gets destroyed, gets up and is like, strength of 10 men. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Grabs a hatchet, runs right at it, and then gets dead, but wins.
Basically,
So cool. Such a great way to go for one of the better, supposed to have been one note, one scene characters.
Yep.
And then made her so fucking awesome.
God. And
God,
then like the audio
such a great
of the
character.
crunching. The audio of the
With the
crunching
armor cinching around her under his
hurt me
fist.
so much. I was like, "Oh no!" I hear
That was how you knew.
Feel it.
We're in the end game now.
Yeah.
Right? Like when they're in the castle. Oh, it's fucking going down.
Son of a bitch. And I think we skipped over a cool part. Was Arya on top of the
when she's on the ramparts, just fucking owning with the spear, that custom spear, and just taking it apart and just wrecking fools with it. And Davos is just watching from the stairs, like,
fuck.
fuck.
And he's like pointing to the Hound. I'm like, "Get your shit together. She's fighting for her life." And the Hound's like, "Just fucking gonna give up." The Hound.
Yeah, but I want Davos to like because they're gonna have this awesome, celebration afterwards, and I want him to come up to Jon and Arya to be like, "I'm just gonna say this. You two against the world, maybe the 2 best fighters I've ever known." Holy shit! And you're from the same family.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Because he just watches her rinse like 30 undead in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, just with that was such a cool freaking scene.
And then she gets
like,
her head smashed. And
twice.
Loses it, and I'm like, that's one thing I kind of anticipated they would do. That like, yeah, she's not ready for this level of violence. Because like Jon's seen it, he's lived through it, not just in regular battle, but also versus the undead. And unlike Sam, he didn't break down. He's a warrior, right?
Yeah.
And he would. I totally bought him fighting his way through Winterfell and everything.
Me too.
Because he's one of the best
He's
swordsmen
been
in the
through
world.
thick of shit. He's just
So cool. And all those tracking shots of him walking and fighting through, just fantastic.
Really
But man, that scene in the library with her, everything's just rampant chaos and death and fire, and then hard stop.
Yeah. Oh.
Horror chase sequence / hide from the killer sequence with multiple zombies.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was so good.
And then like the nightmare-inducing hallway chase scene with a horde behind you.
Yeah, the horde's just like falling over it, and Barrick's trying to like basically kill himself to keep it to keep it at bay.
He dies in a T-pose. No.
Yeah, just so intense and just heart pounding, and then through it all, she's freaking out.
Yeah,
like she's not okay. She's not the Arya we've gotten to know since season 5. And then they get to the room. Oh shit! It's the red woman.
Yeah,
right. Melisandre's back. Yeah. Her third of her 4 scenes of the night, pulling awesome shit. Drops the you're gonna shut some blue eyes forever.
Dude, that was so fucking good.
And then she's still like kind of freaking out and is not clearly all there. And then she's just like, well, what do we say to the god of death? Amazing callback to season 1. I love all these season 1 callbacks. They're so great. So great.
Oh, man. Such a good tie-in.
And not today. I love how that's a hashtag that's like getting retrended. The not today. That's a great moment in season 1 when Syrio dies.
Yeah.
Like this great scene and awesome callback to season 1. Very much a fan of that. And then of course she gets the moment of the show so far. Out of fucking nowhere, like a fucking ninja, jumps into the frame as the Night King is staring down Bran. He turns around, just wham, grabs her right by the neck, and she pulls herself, hand switches the knife midair, stab, right where the Night King was created by a piece of dragon glass.
Yeah, which is fucking cool.
Explosion of ice, and the dead all die.
Can we give it to the hero though, Theon Greyjoy?
Dude, Theon, Jorah, Beric, Lyanna, they all get amazing moments.
They do. They fucking do.
And Jorah goes out like an absolute boss.
Oh, he is just I don't know. Once again,
I imagine we're opening on his funeral.
Yeah.
Like there'll be the mass grave and his body's separate kind of thing.
Like a pike burning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called, yeah. Frick. No, but God, because Theon just finally got what is it? He finally said Bran finally said he's home essentially to him. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then he got teary-eyed and then well, I'm gonna die.
Charge. Does the weird charge at the king. I was like, damn. No, because that was a good fight scene. I want to throw another Beric Dondarrion. He throws a broadsword pretty accurately.
That was awesome. When he just wham, just whips it.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Oh man. And then Podrick. And then
we don't really see much of Podrick.
We see
which is fine. He had his moments last episode, which is why I thought he'd die.
At the there was one cutback I thought was kind of weird. It shows it twice almost, where it shows Podrick, Bran, and Jaime.
Yep.
Literally up against the wall, like fighting.
Yeah, they show him like 3 times.
Yeah, holy shit, guys. Yeah, and the one scene, what was it? When Sam's just on the ground, just like stabbing the one dead body that's behind him, essentially. Just
how Sam lived is beyond me.
Yeah, just I felt like he wasn't gonna die. I just have a weird theory that he was the guy writing the story, essentially.
Yeah, he's the Bilbo.
Yeah, exactly. And gosh, why was he out there? I still don't understand.
I don't understand it.
It'll bother me for a while. And hopefully they explain. No, but after the Night King dies, you see all the frickin'
they just crumble in waves out from him.
Yeah. And Jon's about to freaking fight that freaking undead dragon who was missing half its face and has a hole in the neck. Freaking, that was really cool what they did with the flame effects, I thought. The flames weren't quite accurate. They're kind of sporadic and everything. That's pretty cool. Some forward thinking there.
That whole 10-minute shot of the music starting to swell.
Fucking music, yes.
It's called The Night King by Ramin Djawadi, the main composer of HBO. It's on Spotify. I think it's his best work ever, and he's done some amazing stuff. He's done the original Iron Man soundtrack, Pacific Rim, Game of Thrones, Westworld, like a whole bunch of shows on network television, a couple video games. He's awesome, and this is, I think, the best thing he's ever done. It's so good.
Yeah, because it's almost like they take out the fighting noise almost, and then just have this music playing that just like, oh god, it just has that feeling that everyone's gonna die now.
Yeah, it's just
It was
it's just like, well, we're fucked kind of music.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was just the moment where you're just like,
but it's going to be a beautiful death.
Oh yeah, very
kind of music, right? It's so cool. Just so like you're just enraptured by what you're watching kind of music.
You are.
In a way that only that kind of music can make those scenes as good as they are. Like, you need that in something like this to really bring it all the way home. And man, they had that. That was fucking awesome. Just a couple other questions for you.
Yes.
Lore-related questions for Game of Thrones.
Okay.
This one's a little more top-level, big theory stuff.
Okay.
The prince that was promised.
Mm-hmm.
Neither Jon nor Daenerys ended up killing the Night King.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Does that prophecy even matter? Like, is someone Azor Ahai? What do you think? You read up much on that prophecy?
Because the thing is, Arya was almost... God dang, I can't get his name right. Because she was dressed up as a guy for a bit, right? And that's when the Lannister had... Fuck, what's his name? Lannister... The old Lannister guy?
Tywin,
thank you. Kind of noticed she's not a girl, and he kind of like... Basically, kind of... I won't say adopt her, but kind of takes her under her wing. Under his wing a little bit. And I think that's why... That's the prince that was promised, because it's not really... Because she was a guy for a while? I don't know. Maybe. That's my shot.
Well, I don't... Because that really doesn't fit any of the criteria, though.
Because she was a guy, and she
No, that's not... That's not what it... That's not what the prince that was promised prophecy is, though. Like, at all.
Hold on. Explain it to me, then.
Okay. So the prince that was promised prophecy is essentially, like, when a red star bleeds or cries, I think is what it was. And then, like, born of salt and smoke, and there's another third one that I'm missing. And then, like, it'll draw a burning sword from the flame and, you know, basically bring the dawn, essentially. That's the prince that was promised. So, yeah. My theory, I think, was basically confirmed last night, which is that it's not... The prince that was promised is already dead. That was Jon's dad. And that Jon is the sword and the flame. He's Lightbringer, the sword. Because he brought, you know, Daenerys and all these forces to Winterfell to face the Night King. And then they won. Whereas without him, because they said it in episode 2, without him, we're fucked. Like, they don't have the dragons, the Unsullied, the Dothraki. You know, they don't have any of that without him going out and getting it, basically.
Okay.
And then, so Jon isn't the prince that was promised, his dad was. So the hero of the story is already dead. And we're in the aftermath of that. Which I think is pretty cool as far as prophesized storytelling go. It's usually, we'll do like a prequel and find out about how the prophesize was born and whatever with the whole Darth Vader shit. It never really works that great. Prophecies are kind of a bitch to write and execute in fantasy storytelling. But I could totally see them making it, oh yeah, his dad was totally the thing. And he even thought he was, because it's a 1,000-year-old prophecy. And he was pretty sure he was, and nobody really believed him. But now it's like, well, I'm pretty sure he was. That's my takeaway on it. So, but moving on, what do you think they're going to do in episode 4, 5, and 6, Joey? How do you think it all plays out against Cersei Lannister?
Well, episode 5 is another battle.
Oh, yeah.
Because same director, of course.
Yep.
Episode 4, I think you called it last episode we had. It's going to be a time jump, I think.
I could see a montage of a time jump, not a hard time jump, because we show the funeral. They show the burning the bodies in the preview.
Yeah, because dude, there's a fuck ton of bodies to burn.
Otherwise,
he's quarantined winter run.
Pretty much.
Jesus. So basically, that's gonna happen. I think there's gonna be more. Oh god, the guy with the crossbow is gonna show up. I think in this episode. Episode 4, Bronn. Damn it. Can't think of his name. But I don't think he's going to kill Jaime or Tyrion at all. Don't think it's going to happen. That'll be like, I don't know, some betrayal for God damn it. The Queen, Cersei. There you go. Like, I don't know. I think there's going to be some more, like, political movements done in episode 4. And then they're going to gather up what forces they have and start marching south to take over.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Take over the King's Landing, yeah.
I'm curious because if they do the time jump, they could totally do what I would love them to do, which is, as I was telling you, Joey, Cersei and them like meet on the battlefield or whatever, and then she goes on and on about how awesome her fresh like mercenaries are, and they're ready to win, and they've got more forces than she does and Daenerys does and all that. And then they get back to the camp, and everyone is talking to Daenerys about how, yeah, we are outnumbered. Then she go, oh, maybe I can't count. And then she just looks over and they see a whole bunch of ships because it's Dario and the Second Sons coming over from Marine. And guess what? Yeah. They brought elephants.
They brought elephants. That would be kind of poetic.
That would just be so awesome. Like, and then the final battle really isn't much of a battle. It's just the Golden Company just getting fucking rolled.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fucking cool.
Like, the people that the Golden Company are going to be fighting, they just beat fucking death itself.
Yeah.
Bunch of fucking mercenaries, some Essos ain't gonna scare them for nothing.
Fuck no, nothing they do will freaking unburn what they have seen, the people from Winterfell have seen.
Yeah, and like they're gonna be like, "That's all you got, bitch."
Yeah, like hard ring. Yeah, they're like fucking mythic tier fucking players in a video game, and like fucking everyone at freaking Kingsdale's like wood tier right now in my eyes.
Plus some other things I think. Mm-hmm. Number one, the Glovers have to come back. The guy that was like, well, that was such a not a throwaway line. It was a throwaway line that wasn't a throwaway line in episode 1, where they left and weren't coming to Winterfell for the end. And Jon, even because Jon makes the line, well, and he like impersonates him, like, "Well, stand behind House Stark for 1,000 years." Like, what? They're going to be coming back, and I guarantee you that guy gets, like, his face just stomped in, like, because he totally got it coming. But then Jon, like, punches him and is like, all right, hope you're good now, because we got another war to go win, so get your ass up.
Because that was, like, 20... Oh, correct if my number's wrong. Is that 20,000 men that he had?
Or he didn't have 20,000 men. Hell no. Nobody in the North has 20,000 men.
Okay. For some reason, that number sticks in my head.
Maybe 2,000.
Maybe 2,000? Okay, maybe that's what's up.
Yeah. Because the North itself, when Daenerys came north, even as a whole, they didn't have 20,000 men.
Okay.
Because nobody in Westeros has that many men anymore because of all the wars they've been raging for the last 8 years.
Yeah. Jesus.
None of them have the men anymore. Because, I mean, back in Season 2, Tywin Lannister had 80,000.
Okay.
But they've fought like 3 or 4 wars since then, and a bunch of families have like been destroyed or switched sides, you know. And like a lot have died in those wars, of course, so they don't have near as many men.
Okay.
You know, and I highly doubt. I would be curious to see if some of the Lannister forces switch sides because Jaime asks them to.
I could see that.
You know, because he's obviously, I think, more respected militarily wise than Cersei, because he won those battles for her, and then he quit and be like, "Hey, I'm going north to, you know, fight for the living."
And he also survived the long night. That's got to give him some super swag.
Yeah, because like that's another thing. Like they're gonna spread the word. They're like, "Hey, we just beat all the White Walkers.
Yeah,
welcome Westeros." So I think Daenerys is gonna very quickly. All the Northern Lords are gonna be like, "All right, we're cool with you now."
Oh yeah, definitely.
We respect you now.
I think she's gonna walk in the hole that was made from the Night King and just be covered in blood from people that the White Walkers she's slain. And like I think the North will see that and be like, "Damn." Respect.
Yeah, like because she's gonna probably give a speech at like their celebration thing or whatever to honor their dead, and gonna get a rousing standing ovation, I think. And then I think that might be the end. Is that speech? Is her speech at the end about beating Cersei, and then all the North embraces her, and then we cut to black. Preview for next week.
God dang.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Do you think they're gonna get the King's Landing next episode?
No, I think the time jump. Now that I'm playing it out in my head, I think we could see a bigger time jump between 4 and 5.
Okay.
Whereas 4 is all about the aftermath and the setup of this is what we're fighting for, where we're going, and who we're gonna beat on both sides. Because we got to catch up with the King's Landing side, what they've been doing the last 2 episodes.
True.
So they're gonna get a main chunk of the episode.
Yeah.
And then I'm curious to see if maybe Yara comes back with the Iron Islands and whatnot. Maybe they replenish supplies and stuff on the Iron Islands and get on boats there instead of going to White Harbor, which is where they sailed to at the end of season 7. That's where the Mandalays live in the north. That's the main harbor of the north, basically. And maybe they go to the Iron Islands and to resupply, rearm, and then move their army south. See how that goes. Because that'd be the quickest way to do it, over water, of course. But a major risk, given all the ships that Euron has.
God, he's got a fuck ton.
But she also has 2 dragons.
I was just going to say 1 or 2 dragons. I think I saw 2 dragons.
Yeah, Rhaegal, he's in the preview.
Yeah.
Don't know if he's entirely healthy, because he got his flesh ripped off.
Jeez, he did. Stabbed.
It didn't look like stabbed, it looked more like ripped. Like the scales ripped. But like the underbelly was okay, it was just exposed.
The back half is freaking just...
Yeah. Drogon got stabbed a shit ton, like a lot.
Can we fucking... Why did she land the dragon?
That was real stupid. I mean, landing it, fine, because you need he's stationary, so you don't want to be flying around, because if he moves, he's fucked. But you gotta take off right away.
Yeah. Hit and run, just bam, bam, done. Just go in, go out.
Yeah, right? You gotta take off right away. Or let him climb on and then get the fuck out.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking so much great.
But it then gave us the awesome Jorah scene when he just he gets the Boromir moment when he just keeps getting hit and he just keeps standing up and like, whatever you got, I can take it.
Yeah, and he fucking did.
Yeah, and he just goes to town. Finally dies when all the dead die. Such a great way to go for that character after 7.5 seasons at this point.
Shit, yeah.
What a way to go.
And he always wanted to take his life.
So good.
How many people do you think died in the crypt? I'm assuming a lot.
Well, we didn't really see many die in the crypt.
It was just...
a couple people at the beginning, but then they didn't...
Yeah.
We heard, but we didn't see. Which is like, okay, guys, seriously. This is your everything's fucked episode. Show it.
Yeah.
It's HBO. Show it.
Come on, guys. You could do it.
That's what... If they'd have made the crypt episode, the crypt scenes what it could have been, I don't think people would be as complaining as much.
Yeah.
Because that could have been super dark and super unique as far as the fantasy stuff goes. Because you know this is going to get compared to Battle of Helm's Deep, Battle of Minas Tirith. You know it's going to get compared to those things. And it's the same weekend as Endgame. You know it's going to be compared to these tentpole events. Do something different. And they kind of did with the visual style. Yeah. But it also didn't help given the fact that they shot it like it was going to be a movie when it was not being shown on movie screens.
Oh, I get you.
Like that's a disconnect between what you want to do and what you need to do. And I think they kind of suffered there a little bit. But all in all, I had an absolute fucking blast. My heart was pounding at the end. Like if I could drink, I'd have been it would have been a rough night.
Yeah, my adrenaline was like through the roof the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Because it was like, they did a perfect pacing, I thought, where it was like, fight, a little bit of the crypt, fight, a little bit of something else. And I was just like, God, they did it so freaking, like, I wasn't like worn out, like, oh, still more fighting, oh, cut, more fighting, oh, cut, more fighting. It was, fuck, man. It was well done.
Yep. Well, I don't want to belabor the point on that episode anymore. It was real good. I'm excited for 4, 5, and 6. Joey, let's get to the last segment of the night.
Let's watch something freaky from the internet!
And then fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah!
We're going to be watching the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. Joey, have you got the trailer pulled up?
I do have it pulled up. just the fucking title. This fucking... Okay.
I know. Are you ready to engage?
Oh, I am ready to engage. I'm ready to go fast, Tom. Real fast.
3, 2, 1, play.
gotta go fast.
20 minutes ago, an energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly what we're dealing with.
You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting.
We have no choice.
What the? Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Nope!
I'm
Wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify. In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
Listen, pal, I don't know if you realize
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benny. Nobody cares. SFPD!
Meow? Oh, come on.
Okay, pal, I want answers.
Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet. Oh, is that all you got?
No, but thank you for asking.
Uh-oh.
Whatever this creature is, our job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
Look at this! I took 9 million steps today.
Stay in there and be quiet. How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
It's not your child.
Smells like body spray in an old ham sandwich.
What?
Alright, that was just fucking stupid. What? Why Gangster's Paradise?
Yeah,
I actually don't mind the Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik or whatever.
I like it. He's
That's
definitely a
alright.
good crazy person. I like
Had,
it.
had some awesome character actors in there too. Neil McDonough, Michael Hogan. Awesome. Awesome as military characters.
Was Sonic gonna be so interesting, Tom?
Let's just say I'm now doubly sure Detective Pikachu is actually going to be good.
Yeah. After seeing that, because she looks like a 10 out of 10 compared.
This looks disgustingly bad. Like, it looks like early 2000s bad.
Yeah, and
This looks like X-Men The Last 3 level bad.
God, there's so many. I'm gonna see it because I just want to
Oh, I'll see it at a matinee.
experience this shit show that will possibly happen.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that was a thing, man. That was a thing. I don't even know what to say from that. That was.
I know that's a dumb. Wow.
It was like an even dumber version of Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Yeah, and centered on one franchise instead of like 50.
So like, how long is this movie projected to be?
I have no idea. It looks like it's like gonna be like a 1 hour movie.
Yeah, definitely should
Alright,
be an
well-
hour or under an hour.
My stomach's giving me shit again, and we're already near the end. So let's just wrap it up right
Okay.
now. All right.
Quick wrap up.
This has been Just BSing number 4. My name's Thomas. Alongside me every week is one Mr. Joey Lee.
Yeah.
He's out there freaking out below me down there. We do this podcast live every Tuesday night, usually around 7:30 Central Standard or Daylight Time, whichever one you're on. And you can follow us live over at twitch.tv/bottomshelfnerds. You can obviously subscribe here on YouTube to stay up to date when we post the latest episode. Usually we break it out off the Twitch stream that night and then post it the next morning once the processing is finished on the YouTube side. And we'll be doing other stuff, like we're going to be doing a Halo playthrough along. I'm doing the Assassin's Creed playthrough, going through 2 through Odyssey again, because by the time I'm done, hopefully all the DLC for Odyssey is out and finished. I'll be buying all of those because I fucking love that game. But yeah, obviously follow us over on our Twitter handles. They're below us, or above us in Joey's case, and below me. And we'll see you later this week. Bye. Oh, can you hear that?
Damn, I could, yeah. Holy shit, you're running, Tom. Go, go.